Let's talk about January 6th for a minute. All the January 6th committee members were pardoned.
And by the way, Jeff Zink is on at 10:30. As you know, his son was actually convicted of 2 felonies, and he was never in the property. He was accused of killing a DC officer, Zicknick, I think.
Yeah, the guy died of a heart attack.
Yeah, exactly. He never saw the guy. And there was a policeman there was a DC cop who said he did it. Yeah. And he saw him do it. That guy's got to go up for trial.
What is going to be interesting about this is since all of these people have been pardoned, 2 things become relevant. There are going to be congressional inquiries. And in fact, Mike Johnson has formed the January 6th subcommittee in the Congress, chaired by Representative Loudermilk, who is going to investigate these things. Well, you say, gee, it's all after the fact. These people have been pardoned. There's nothing you can do. No, that's not the case at all. Number one, they gave up their Fifth Amendment rights. That is the right of self-incrimination when they accepted a pardon. So they can be caused to tell the truth about things when they get in testimony. Now, there's got people going to lie through their teeth. But the important part of this is when these inquiries occur, when the subcommittee holds hearings and calls witnesses, even though these folks can't be criminally prosecuted, they can certainly be exposed as the traitors that they are. And I think
who are you talking about as traitors? You're not talking about the J6ers who, because they didn't want to spend 20 years in jail, said they did it.
I'm talking about the people on the committee.
All right. Yes. Okay, good. I want to make sure that I'm hearing the right thing.
Oh, the people that invaded the Capitol are patriots, as far as I'm concerned. They were, for the most part, peacefully protesting. And I would argue that they were ushered into the building just to create a problem. The Democrats are known for sowing chaos whenever they can. And
they had 2,000, according to Jeff, 2,000 FBI and other agents, CIA and others, in the Capitol working their way to getting these people annihilated. This was a big government takeover of the election process.
This and I hope that the subcommittee, the January 6th subcommittee, actually investigates this in some depth. I think with Mike Johnson spearheading it, and I don't know much about Loudermilk, but I expect he was appointed to this task because he's a bulldog. I want to see these people exposed for the traitors that they are. Can we prosecute them? No, they've been given a blanket pardon. But we can certainly expose them as being the anti-American traitors that they are. Now, one of the things you said in your monologue was that the majority of the evidence and the transcripts of Jan 6 have been destroyed by the committee. Right. That suggests to me, at least circumstantially, that these folks are guilty as hell. What do they have to hide? There are transparency laws in this country, and Judicial Watch has filed suit after suit after suit because these folks have ignored Freedom of Information Act requests, which they are federally bound by law to acknowledge and produce transcripts. These folks have instead destroyed it. I want to see all of this exposed publicly. Our southern border, God bless Donald Trump. He's going to finish that wall. We had 2,500 troops down along the border anyway, just sent another 1,000. And what's interesting about that is there is a concept called posse comitatus, which demands that United States troops never be used against United States citizens on United States soil. So the troops that are sent down there are to augment our Border Patrol folks. They can take care of scheduling, administration stuff, transportation stuff, anything that doesn't involve having a gun on their hip. This is a good thing. Now, you can bet this will be challenged in the courts too, but I think the law is pretty clear on this, that the commander-in-chief could do what he wishes as long as he does not violate posse comitatus. So this is good stuff, Dave.
It's amazing stuff.
The new Congress passed the first piece of legislation of the new Congress with the new president, Lake and Riley Act. And of course, for those, well, you got a pretty good bunch of people that listen and watch, so they know what this is. But for
how
those,
did any Democrat vote against this?
Well,
what reasoning could they possibly have?
They're lunatics.
Well, where does this get them in terms of popularity? Well, yeah, we don't care whether or not these people come in and slice and dice our children and rape them and kill them. Yeah, vote for me. I mean, where is the sense made here?
Well, they're appealing to their far left lunatic fringe. The trouble is that lunatic fringe has been at the polls pretty much rejected. They did, in fact, elect Donald J. Trump, popular vote, swing state vote, electoral college vote. They put in a Republican majority, slight though it is, in the House of Representatives and the Senate. That at least suggests that their far left loony ideas have been pretty thoroughly rejected by the electorate of this country. And good, they needed to be rejected. Dave, you and I both read this stuff. It's far left, one jumped over the cuckoo's nest, crazy ass stuff. And these people trying to put it in as policy for the United States of America. And that's pretty well been rejected.
We go way back, all right? And I started this show December 3rd, 2008. And you know who just got elected was Barack Obama. So I've been through two Obamas, been through the loss of Romney, and then one Trump, which was in 2016, and then back to being run by Obama and Joe Biden. And I'm sitting here saying this has been a rough road to hoe, baby. I mean, this is rough because I'm sitting here thinking these guys are getting us into a civil war. How are we going to exist? 87,000 IRS agents with guns? What the hell is that about?
Yeah, that's Obama's brown-shirted army right there in the guise of IRS agents. Dave, I've been with you since the beginning of this stuff on KTTR way back.
Oh, yeah.
So we have seen the same idiocy.
Yeah.
We've watched it together and commented on it together.
Sure. But we feel good now, and I feel really good about it. I mean, just keep this guy safe.
As we say in the Ozarks, this ain't bad. We also say you've done real good. Got a parting shot for you here.
Okay.
The cartels, the cartels are so entwined with the Mexican government and Venezuela and Colombia. They literally run the show. And why? Because money runs the show and they got bales of it.